Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is a sponsored video sponsored by Anonymous for Buzz, and this is Buzz's story. So I graduated during the 2008 recession from college with a brainwashing business school degree in 2010, but they're hard to get, and pre-recession millennials were sold on the idea that you need a college degree for a stable job, like the boomers had. I rode my bicycle to 3 jobs from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. for about a year and worked my socks off. I had a student loan and no car. Some frat boy hit my car in college and totaled it. Of course, his boomer dad wouldn't fork over insurance. I got a fancy job at a consulting firm in Chicago at Accenture, and it was as though my hard work paid off. Most ex-girlfriends had tons of student loan debt and couldn't get out of their parents' trappings, but I managed to, and all of a sudden the exes wanted to date again. But I steered clear of that and kept working. But I noticed something. Rent had stayed inflated since the recession, and pay had stagnated. Even worse, the company I was working was making money by outsourcing jobs overseas to pay $1 in wages for boomer jobs that pay 25 to 35 or more an hour. The wealthier boomer class know if you outsource jobs, you can inflate your stock price. Never mind the damage it will do and has done to our country. I had a girlfriend, a single mom situation in which I was constantly lied to about her situation, such as being a young, naive guy. I learned the hard way, but we broke up as soon as I got a promotion. And you tend to feel down when you learn the person you have feelings for was really just using you for money. It's NPD of the younger generation that they got from their parents. But I got carried on anyway. I got promoted to office of the CEO, to the CFO of the largest company in the world. And the first company still wouldn't give me a raise after 4 years. I had world-class knowledge and training, but was getting nothing for it. Fast forward to Thanksgiving, I was home visiting family, and my sister was injured and couldn't walk. She had knee surgery gone bad and nerve damage in her leg. Also, my grandmother was visiting and had sign of early Alzheimer's. We were at my parents' house, and boomers don't cook, nor do they have food. So I had to carry my sister to the bathroom, feed my grandmother, take care of the dog, all while juggling a training day. This was used against me, and eventually my role was outsourced. The boss I had was a bully boss whose motto was, if you can't take someone else's job in the company, then you're not making the company money and you're an expense. Never mind you're providing a service to the said company. His wife was head of outsourcing within Accenture itself. So I had to move home after having savings, it quickly went for food and looking to buy a car to get back moving as fast as possible. But at home with boomers, it becomes a cycle of abuse fast. I moved home from Chicago and read up on narcissistic personality disorder and thought right away my mom probably has this. And it explained my ex-girlfriend's personality. I had a cousin with an abusive mother who tried to commit suicide, and I reached out to his sister saying, I think this is in our mother's bloodline. That just got used against me for learning this. My cousin told my mother, and my parents called the cops and had me handcuffed and arrested. For what? They had to tell them. What did they tell the cop? What did they tell the cops? That the cops could show up and handcuff you and arrest? This was about 2015 or so, and as the normal one in the house filled with crazies to protect their image, they wanted to make it look like I was crazy. The police quickly found they had nothing. I spent the night in a hotel and got home. Okay. So they called on you based saying that you're out of control. I got it now. I got it. Chicago. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Boomers love calling the cops. They love fucking calling the authorities on their kids. They fucking love it. They love it. Not all boomers. I know. They love it. These same boomers these same cops that they were like, fuck you and fuck the authority, diving in the mud in the 60s, and they'll turn around and call them again on you. Now a lot of them are back to fuck the police. Hey, you don't got to listen to your parents, millennials or children of Gen X, of Gen X parents. So I get it. I also noticed our mayor, baby boomer, had been letting our city go. It was worse than when I moved away. I called downtown at the mayor's office to see what was going on, as none of the roads are paved and crime is through the roof. Welcome to 2021, pal. And you live up north, you're screwed. You're screwed. Let me tell you something. Stop trying to change these areas that are run by Democrats. Not only run by Democrats, run by Democrat boomers. Dude, it's done. It's over. It's gone. I keep trying to tell everybody. It's done up there. It's done. If you're in one of these cities, New York, Chicago, LA, Portland, any of these cities, get out. Even a city in the South like St. Louis in Missouri, get out of the city. Get to the red area and make it redder. Make sure your school board is red. Make sure your police chief is red. Make sure what they're teaching your children is what you want them taught. Make sure your prosecutor is there prosecuting actual crimes. Yeah, it's funny. I'm reading it because this is from a while ago. Based on what happened in Chicago, if you saw the Puerto Rican couple pulled out of their car and executed right there in the streets of Chicago because they had the Puerto Rican flag, yada, yada. Terrible. But they voted for it. They voted for it, and this shit has been going on for decades. Giuliani showed these cities how to get control over it for a while, but it's going right back. And it's going to be worse than it ever was in the 80s. And they continue to vote for it. You're not getting any Republicans in Chicago. You're not getting any conservative Republicans in Los Angeles. You're not getting them in Portland. You're not going to get them in New York or Philadelphia or Atlanta or any of these cities. They're finished. Finished. Balkanize. Get out and balkanize. Because here's the thing, and I'll tell you this. Since Friday, I have received 3 phone calls, 3 different phone calls from 3 different investment companies wanting to buy the house in New Jersey to put offers on it. They're putting 3 different investment companies are going to put offers on it. And I know on one end, you're hearing, don't let these investment companies buy you out, yada, yada, yada. Don't let it happen. They're going to make you a nation of renters. True. Okay. But those areas up there, they're finished anyway. And if you got an investment company looking to pay you 20 to 50% over the value of your house right now, take the money, leave them with the dystopia they voted for, and get somewhere that matters. It's over. It's over up there. I can't stress this enough to you people. It's over. Stop worrying about what Democrats do. Stop. They're going to do what they've been telling us they've been wanting to do for decades and decades. I'm not mad at them. I've known this is what they were going to do, left to their own devices. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad. I tell you who to be mad at. Be mad at the conservatives that are supposedly on your side that kowtow to all of this nonsense. I have no problem. Listen, at least they're being honest about it. You do what you do. You want to defund the police in Chicago? You want to defund the police in New York? You want to defund the police in LA, in Portland, in Atlanta? Fucking have at it. In St. Louis, go ahead. You voted for it. And if you're a conservative in those areas, you got to realize you got to tactically retreat and get somewhere that matters. You can't save it. Now, sorry, back to the story. Okay, I called downtown at the mayor's office to see what was going on, as none of the roads are paved and crime is through the roof. They, of course, declined that they're doing a bad job. Democrats know. Of course they're I didn't even need to see it. I knew they were Democrats. Democrats no less. Then for me speaking up, they send the police to my house again. Again, I look like the crazy person. They had a 65-plus-year-old baby boomer police officer stalk me. He asked me if I was ISIS, but clearly I was a 26-year-old white kid with a Starbucks cup and a Ben Franklin novel in hand. They tried to gaslight me nonetheless. I told you these cops aren't your friends. Told you the police are not your friends. The government is not your friends. It's all about tormenting you. Whether it's your family, the government, they're about tormenting you. That's their real tool. That's their real tool that covers all of the narcissist tactics is torment. Above all else, torment. That's the baby boomer. The baby boomer has been tormenting society for 70 years, 80 years, however the oldest baby boomer is. And again, I know, not all boomers. And understand something, I don't even necessarily blame them anymore for how they are, because this was set up through cultural Marxism. They were set up to be this. Social engineering, this is what's been going on. They ask you if you're ISIS. That's to torment you. They say the most ridiculous thing at you to torment you, hoping to get a response. Balkanize. No contact. Balkanize. The baby boomer will torment you unless you balkanize. I could go on, I have more tales, but the abuse of the boomers never seems to end. In this time, their parents got sick and they put their parents in nursing homes and never visited them. I did because they wouldn't. I got injured moving back too for not having a car and walking to places. An injury that took a couple of years to heal. Needless to say, it's been a nonstop hell, and I've been blamed for it all for taking one awful olive branch from my mother 5 years ago. Oh, if you come back, we'll help you. It's been arrest, injuries, me helping them remodel their home after they let it go for 20 years, and my life passing me by, and they're clueless. Clueless. Orange Man, I'm not even saying his name, was great in taking on, or we'll say, who was great in taking on the DNC, but he also rallied the boomers up, making them the center of the world again. Some of that's true. A lot of that's true. That's true. Boomers on both ends, though. You got to understand, as many boomers as he might have had on his side, okay, the boomers against him are the dirty old hippie boomers. Vicious. Vitriolic. Nasty. The nastiest of the nasty. Some old, grayed out fucking liberal boomer. So you're right on one end that, you know, he did have a sizable boomer following, but the vitriol from the liberal boomer, ooh, no, don't even, it's not even comparable. Not even comparable. And it's been hell for nearing 6 years. Now that I have a car, my injury is healed, and I got their house fixed. I'm desperate to find a way out, but COVID is killing jobs, and Accenture is outsourcing them strong, and HR are stuck in the 60s, and hiring practices are bad as ever. I just wanted to share this story, and it never ends with these people. While I love my parents despite the abuse, I know the world will sadly not move forward until the boomers are gone. They're already mentally gone too. The last election, I'm not even saying the names, is just to boost their egos. Oh, it's their last grasp on power. The boomer will torment you unless you balkanize, unless you get away from all of them in your personal life, socially, politically. Build your own network in your personal life to keep you insulated from your personal abusers, and move to a red area and make it redder to insulate you from the narco-communists, because that's what they are. And remember, the ultimate tool the narcissist has and uses is torment. All of them. Torment and taunts. That's all they got. And understand, you've been talking about no contact, okay, for going on near 10 years now. Okay? No contact, i.e. balkanization. Nothing changes until you do that. And you don't go back, ever. And understand what the tactic is. It's always some sort of torment. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for writing in, and thank you to Anonymous for sponsoring. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype phone call, have a private video made, sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you guys, all of this goes away, as this channel is 100% demonetized from YouTube. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, and with cancel culture, this could all just disappear, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care, everybody.